give you a chance to kind of overall assess the performance tonight. What are you able to take from something like that? And what do you guys need to correct after a game where you get shut out and give us the amount of points that you did?
Yeah, I mean that's one of the worst butt kick. I mean, I've been around football my whole life. That's one of the worst. Starts with me, I'm the head coach. So normally our team is going to play as I lead. So it's very obvious I'm not doing a very good job of that right now. This week I didn't do a very good job of it. And we're immature. I think we're very, very immature as a football team, maybe as a staff. And, you go on the road and you win a game and you think you're maybe a little bit better than you are. It's all the things that you could describe. It's embarrassing, as a coach to put a performance like that. You gotta tip your hat off. As I said, going into this game, they are a very, very good coaching staff. They've been around the block. He's been a head coach for a long time, and I frankly got outcoached. They did a really nice job of preparing for us, you tip your hat to them. You got to give them credit because I thought their guys played a lot harder than our guys did, which is kind of our mantra. And they're more in everything they did. They had, and you could tell they'd spent a lot of time, prepping for this game. And so, we'll get a chance to here in 3 weeks go up to Abilene and see if we can roll the ball out and go play another game.
What can you do offensively to try to get that group going? I know you talked about the work in progress.
Yeah, it's about identity, and I think those guys. They did a really nice job of just kind of, what Sam did to us last time, and you're moving around up front where you can't get a beat on where they're going and where they're at, and just disruptive. And they did a really nice job. You couldn't really get a beat. We've got to find on offense an identity. Like we've got to try. Because we get a bye week, so before we start really the conference play, right? So, and then we got, we know who, but we've got to find an identity. Like, what can we do? How can we move the ball? How can we get first downs? But sometimes when you're in the infancy of a program, you take one step forward and then you take a huge step back, and you just got to keep trucking. I think that counts as, if I'm correct, it counts as one loss, right? It feels like 4 losses, but I think it only counts as one loss. So we'll take that loss and we'll get into the bye week and hopefully get everybody healthy and back and move along.
I guess as for the defense, you gave up a lot tonight, but how are y'all going to bounce back in the unit?
Yeah. When you got, like on offense, you got to give the defense, you got to get, like our first drive, right? Move the ball methodically and then negative yardage play. And that's been the whole year. It's like you move the ball a little bit, teams are going to play 2 deep safeties. You got to be able to run the football, and that's what they're going to say. Back 2 safeties up. Hey, run the ball. You cannot put together 10 plays that are perfect, and we have not shown that we can do that yet. So until we do that, we're going to get deep safeties, and they're going to say, all right, run the ball. We're going to move everybody up front, and we're going to confuse your baby O-line, and that's the method to the madness. And Sam Houston kind of they showed that last spring. That felt like that game, that Sam Houston game. You couldn't do anything, and so.
With the defense, was it a mixture of putting them in bad spots with turnovers, but then early it seemed like maybe the secondary had more struggles with Stone at quarterback? Yeah,
he made some unbelievable throws. We were I think they're third. I think on their first drive, they're like 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 11, and there's a contested ball on their sideline, and they made a phenomenal catch. Otherwise, we get the ball back, and football is a game of momentum a little bit, and once the ball starts rolling backwards like it did at UTSA, it just, just kind of steamrolled, and we just couldn't. No, I didn't make a call. We didn't make a play. Whatever it is, and then the sideline goes flat, and then, that it is what it is. We've just got we have an identity of who we are. We just got to find a way to bring it every single week. And right now we're like a roller coaster. Like, I thought we played pretty hard. I thought we did some decent things last week, and and you get a team that probably didn't prepare for us as much. I mean, you could tell this team tonight. I mean, they've had 6 months to prep, 8 months. I mean, you can tell they did a great job prepping for us. So maybe here in 3 weeks, we've got a little bit of an idea of what they want to do against us, and maybe we'll be better.
Yeah, I guess it is a different situation than usual, though,
Yeah.
to go up against them again in another couple of weeks when it matters a little bit more. So I guess, you just take what you can from film tonight, and obviously you want to take it a game at a time and not look too far ahead, but preparation for that, how much are you going to be able to break down what you saw tonight?
Yeah, we didn't do anything. I mean, that's one of the worst offensive performances. I'm surprised our fans. I would have booed me. I was booing myself in the play calls. I mean, just you get to looking at the call sheet, you're like, what do we run? I mean, that was pathetic, and that was bad. And I promise we will find an identity as an offense, and it might not be what every fan likes or loves, but we're gonna find our identity, and we're gonna figure out what the heck we can be good at, and then that's gonna be our identity. We've got to simplify. We're way too complex right now, and trying to think that plays and formations are what drives it, and it's all about just executing.
That's all I've got.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking.